nervous for some reason. I don't know why. I'm nervous about streaming again. That's the first thing you should know. I've decided to go back into Kerbal Space Program, which I've done a couple of times over the years, mainly because I'm sort of in a space mode at the moment with the recent Artemis 2 launch and the new season of For All Mankind starting. It got me back interested into Kerbal Space Program, as well as the Kitten Space Agency Alpha build that I had a look at as well. So I thought, oh, you know what, I really like Kerbal, and I've never ever actually finished a career mode. Maybe I should give it another go and start again. So I do have a career mode, and it's modded. I've added quite a few mods. I'm not listing the mods in the description because there are too many. So I'll be sort of figuring out what those mods do as we go along. I'm going to start a new career mode. The rules of this will be no reverts, as always. I like to try and make things a little bit harder. So no reverts, no Kerbal respawns. So if you're dead, you're dead. That's the end of it. They won't be back. I can't revert if I forget to stage or anything like that. So we have to try and play the game keeping our Kerbals alive as much as possible. I am doing a custom difficulty mode. I was going to do normal, but I figured I'd do custom where everything is the same as normal except, you know, no quick loading, no reverting flights, no crew respawns. Everything else is the same, apart from I've put decline penalty to 0 because I do want to be able to decline contracts and not get penalized for it, and because this is more about trying to collect science and not funds, I've just increased the fund reward up to 120% just to give me a little bit more money when I achieve something, just to try and, you know, that's less of a restriction, more because I want to try and develop the space agency, the actual buildings, a bit quicker. But other than that, starting funds are the same, starting science the same, starting reputation the same, science rewards is unchanged, reputation rewards are unchanged, penalties are unchanged apart from the decline penalty. Everything else is the same. Over here you can see there are a list of different mods. I haven't gone through them. I'm not intending to. I'm just going to sort of, you know, play along as we, you know, learn them as we go along. Now, my space agency is United Kingdom Space Agency. I'm British, so it's a little play on the United Kingdom, although we will be flying out of what clearly is Florida in the real world, but we'll just pretend that the United Kerbal states did not get their independence from the United Kingdom, and United Kerbal States is still a United Kerbal colony. So we'll just pretend, just for this, hey? Now then, like I said, this is the first time I've streamed in 6 months, and I wanted to try something new this time round in regards to my channel. So I have been working on metahumans in Unreal Engine with live link face. Unfortunately, I can't do hands yet, but I'm working on it. And so what that means is I've created a work in progress, but we now have a virtual avatar of myself. It talks when I talk. It's not AI, it's all within Unreal Engine. It's a metahuman I've created in there. That's a depth processing of my actual face, although the skin is probably a little bit younger than I actually am. I've tried to make it as realistic as possible to look like me, but I haven't been able to get the face aging quite right yet. It's like I said, it's a work in progress. I put myself in a little spacesuit. You'll notice there is one little glitch. In real life, I actually do have a ponytail, and this model does have a ponytail. And if I turn this way, it's fine. But if I turn all the way over this way like that, you could probably see the ponytail sticking out the back of the helmet because I forgot to turn the ponytail off when I put the helmet on. So, again, it's something new, a little bit work in progress. It is supposed to match all my facial expressions. But I wanted to try and add a little flair, a little theme. So depending on like what game I'm playing and all that, I can dress myself up like as an astronaut, for example, while playing Kerbal Space Program. I was considering turning myself into a Kerbal, but I decided against it. Anyway, so shall we just jump in, get started? This new career mode. Last time I did this, I did a no warp rule. I'm not going to do that anymore. Want to sort of speed it along. So warping is allowed, but no reverting. If my avatar goes glitchy or anything like that, it's probably because I've moved out of my camera. If I move too far, it'll freeze, so I have to come back in like that, just so you're aware. The field of view on the camera, for some reason, is very narrow. It would be nice if it could be wider so it didn't glitch as much. I mean, yes, I could push the phone further back and that would widen the field of view. Right, okay, but yeah, anyway, give me feedback on what you think, if it adds a little bit of flair to it. One thing we haven't got is sound. I've put on a sound pack for Kerbal Space Program, so we won't be always hearing the stock music that comes with the game. Let me just go back actually. So just to show you what I mean. Thanks, got it. Just quit to main menu. So for example, the main menu has its own music, which you didn't get to hear because I turned it off. But it has different music, as you can hear there. There was an actual Star Trek themed one as well. Not the actual Star Trek theme, but oh, this is it. So yeah, anyway, there we go. United Kerbal. I have been practicing, just so you can see. Nothing. I did one flight on Sandbox and just a couple of the early missions just to get myself back into how do you play this game again. There we go. So we'll load this up. I don't think I even put myself in the atmosphere yet. I was just doing ground-based missions. Right, so 25,000. My priority is updating some of these. So mission control, astronaut complex to get EVAs. So we need to get that upgraded. So that's 75,000. And the no. Well, that's an oldie. You know, if you just want me to say the C word, just ask me to say the C word and I'll decline. Good old Michael Hunt. Right, so we're going to be like looking at mission control, tracking station, astronaut complex. They're the ones that I want to sort of prioritize with the update first. Unpaid research, cannot afford because we haven't got any reputation yet, is it? setup cost 35 star. We have no reputation, so we can't do that yet. That's to boost our stats. So mission control, let's do this. First mission is gather scientific data from Kerman. We can do that. I'm not in any rush. I don't want to rush this, but we'll do launch first vessel as well, just to get some money into the bank. And we'll leave facility. You can hear the music, very funky. Right. So bog standard. I always like to go white. And if I remember correctly, we need a... Where are they? I've so many icons here now. Utility, parachute, that's it. Little parachute on there. I'm going to set the parachute. I always like to set the parachute at these early stages for about 700 on that. Put 0.1 at the moment because I don't really remember what it should be at. We shouldn't really have anything else. We've got no containers, no life support, no those. Kerb balloons. This is new. I haven't really tried this, but apparently you can put like high altitude balloons in the game now. Deep freeze. Cargo, that's what Jebediah or whoever will be wearing. Mystery goo. That's all we have at the moment. We want to maybe put 2 of those on. Like I said, it has been a while. No communications, no electrical, no thermal, no ground, no... don't need a fin. No payload, no couple, no structural stuff, no robotics. I've never ever actually used the robotics. We've got some decals, or decals, or whatever you want to call them. Where you can now put flags and stuff on. Command and control, nothing. Engines, we just have protrude. We'll just go with the flea at the moment. That can give us thrust of 732 meters. Probably gives an altitude of about 23,000, I think, if I remember correctly. Right. Okay. And there we go. So we should really be giving this a name. Let's call it, try and keep it sort of British. Let's call it Scepter 1 of the Herald. Okay. Trying to remember how the heck you save these things. Save. Is that how you do it? Open. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I said it's been a while since I played this. I think it was like 2022 since I last played this game. All right, crew. We've got Jebediah. Okay. We've got a parachute. I think that is a that will keep him happy. Let's get it so that the minimum pressure is actually minimum, so when we stage it, the drogue chute comes out straight away. I think. An idea. Okay. That's all we can really do at the moment. So let's go to launch. I noticed there's a different launch site as well, so we could launch everything twice and get science from 2 different sites. I've noticed. I don't know why, but anyway, it's there now. Launch. Alright, I forgot to rotate the capsule so it was facing towards the ocean. Okay, so let's do a crew report. If we can do EVA here. EVA report. And board. And this is the part of the new thing as well. You can actually move around inside the craft now and buckle yourself in. Obviously with some of the larger modules you'll be able to walk around inside them. That is one of the mods I've installed. Look, I just got to remember the command to get out of there. Okay, alright, let's get this first launch in the air. In 3, 2, oh no. I'm going to put that on first. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know if I'll be able to get a... if we'll get over the ocean or not, don't know. Okay, we'll arm the can't do an EVA while we're in up here. Oh, I forgot to do the mystery goo. Observe mystery goo. Got to do that on the ground, but that's okay. Keep experiment. Oh, we've already done that one. Okay. Over the water, we've done. I'm worried it might be a little bit heavy. Might take this back up to 1,000. Well, 1,200. I don't want to kill him on the first mission. I think I did on the very first... Last time I played this, I think I did kill Jebediah on the very first mission. Go. If I'd left it, I would have had 70 meters to spare. We'll do another mystery goo when we're in the water. Alright, let's just move it along a little bit. Time warp, time warp, time warp. The last time I did this, I did a no time warp playthrough. I never touched the time warp the entire time. I just wanted to try it, because sometimes I like to give myself challenges, and it was fun, but it slowed a lot of it down. It did slow everything down. Probably why I ended up not playing. I did 32 streams of it though. I was checking today, and I definitely did 32 streams of no time warp. Can you do another crew report? We can store it. Okay. Mystery goo. Observe. Okay. I'm gonna do another EVA. EVA. Right. Okay. Don't know if we can do... No. Okay, I'm bored. I don't know if we lost what we actually lost there, but yeah, now we'll recover. I'm not an expert on how to retrieve science at all, really. But let's have a look. We've got a total of 64 sites. So, Kerbal Shore, EVA, Kerbal Oceans, EVA, Kerbal Shore. Launch pad. Crew report from launch pad. From flying over Kerbal Shore. Crew report flying over Kerbal Water. Crew report from Kerbal Shore. Oh, there we go. 64 sites. Not bad. And it takes our funds up. Which means we can, first thing we can do is upgrade our astronaut complex. There we go. And that means we can do EVAs, and can't upgrade this yet. Mission control is 75. We can upgrade that, so I'm going to upgrade mission control. Okay, now all of these ones here, these are ones I want to decline, and we shouldn't get penalized, hopefully. We didn't get a financial, but what about reputation? I don't know what I don't think the reputation needle moved. Yeah, I just don't want to be bogged down with all of these, so we're going to get rid of these and just concentrate on these missions here. Now, the early stage for me this time round is I want to do as many money gaining missions to begin with, so I can update my space agency to make things a little bit easier. So let's have a look. Take a crew in flight above. All right, we don't want that one. Take a crew in flight. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. Oh, they keep popping in, don't they? How many of them are there? There we go. Right, okay. So, 7 contracts. Let's get all of these ones in. And we'll leave the world's first ones. So these are the main ones. We'll leave them for now. I mean, I could get an advance on these, but we're just going to leave them for now. Come out. So we've got now got 103,000. We need 150 for the tracking station. And then 75. Administration, unpaid research. We're going to take that because it will give us extra science. Yes. There we go. There was another one that gave us more science. Yeah. Yields 1 science for each. Setup cost 76,100. Okay, let's just commit to that as well. Why can't we commit to that? Is it because I haven't updated and I'm only allowed one thing? Okay, I have to update the administration building as well, which is 150. Right. Back into the VAB. Now then, I mentioned before we had... Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Our first mistake. Cover vessel. Our first mistake. All right. First off, research development, of course. I want to do SCINC. So this, if I type science, it will give me. I will highlight all of the modules that actually have science experiments on them. So if you're pushing for more science, this is sort of like the path you want to sort of take. So we've got Engineering 101, which will give me the thermometer. So we're going to research that. And then we've got Survivability, which gives me, I don't even know what that is, but it gives me the pressure map barometer. I think this is something submersible oceanography. That is new. I've never seen that before. But we'll take that. Research 15. And then you've got basic science, which we don't have enough for at this stage. Don't worry about that. So we'll just stay there. So I want to get that basic science first. Launch pad 75. Right. Let's need to upgrade upgrade that. All right, well, we won't do these launch pads yet. So let's get into here. So we've got our little rockets here. We've got our little science thing over here. So I'm going to add a couple of these on there and a couple of the thermometers. Right, and this is what I was going to try and do. So I'm going to go to this KS2C2 launch site. And we'll go there. We'll have a look at the contracts first. Test Kerbals parachutes. That's, you have to be flying to do that. Is there anything there you just at the launch site? So that's just, we'll probably complete that one because I know that's the flea. Right, we might complete that one. Oh no, that's to be in orbit. Okay, we won't be doing that one. That's new. That's inside. So really, there was only one at launch site. Okay. All right. KS2, we're going to go there just to get some more science. I know this, I said I wanted to concentrate on money, but we could get more science by just experimenting with this and see if it is possible. Because I've never seen that KSC2 site before. Where are we? Why are we on top of that? That looks like... I've been playing a lot of Ark Raiders recently, and that looks like the control tower in Ark Raiders on Spaceport. Why are we on its roof? Okay. Alright. Let's do a crew report. Another bit of science there. Do a mystery goo. Observe mystery goo. I don't know if we get anything because... Oh, 3. Okay. Log temperature. Already, that's right. I've actually set up one of the mods I installed was just for quality of life, was an auto mod. It was an auto science thing, so for it to automatically do science for me. It doesn't work on everything. I don't think it works on like mystery goo, but things like this it might works on. Jets going overhead. Okay. Right. Can I do an EVA here? Yeah, I don't know if this will give me an EVA report. 2.4, keep experiment. Okay. Take data. Board. Okay. White, enter seat and buckle, come out. Now we're 482 meters above. So we want to make sure that this time 200, I don't know if I'll be landing on here. I don't know how high up we'll be. I don't know how high this is off the ground. So just to be safe, we'll just go a little bit higher. I just, yeah. I don't want to kill old Jebediah here. We do have a bit more weight, so it might take a little bit. Okay, so let's launch. We'll just move away a little bit. Oh. Do a crew report. Names of mystery goo. Keep. And like I said, it may have already done these ones. Already stored. So yeah, these ones it's done already. Already stored. Over approval. Already stored. Okay. We EVA? Yep. EVA report. Board anyway. Let's get the old parachute up. Coming down nose first, didn't really want that. Hey Chris, how you doing? Hope this all goes well. Uh-oh, I don't like where we're landing. So this must be grasslands, it said, so... Okay, that's good. Alright, well I did give myself a little bit more room than I needed, but better safe than sorry. Old Jebediah doesn't want to die just yet. Let's speed this up, bring him down. We go inside the capsule, you can actually see we're 200 meters above ground, so it's actually an altitude when we hit it should be around 500 meters. Hopefully everything will go well. Boop. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I can get out to do an EVA though. I don't think it would let me if I try, because I've fallen on the wrong side. Do I risk it? Nope, can't exit. Well, that's a shame. Right, let's recover. Let's see what we got. There we go. 109 science from that one. Probably could have got a little bit more. Right. Right there for 150. So I want to do this next and this. I'm not really worried about these two things here. I did do the administration building, I don't really. Okay, research and development. Basic science, there we go. And now we can do some rocketry research. It's 59, stability. General rocketry. So we've got a lot of procedural stuff with this build as well, with the mods I've installed. Okay, we can do that. And do that. Again. And sort of these are the next ones that have sort of science on it. But I think what we need to do is concentrate on these 4 next, and that'll take us up to this tree here, and we'll see where we go from there. So we're looking at what, 45 each? Okay. All right, back in here. So again, let's have a quick look at the contracts. Test Kerbals parachute and fly over Kerbal. 6,000 to 11,000. Speed 60 to 230. To perform this test, activate the part through the staging sequence. So that would be under utilities. And the Kerbals parachute. To 11,000. 6,000 to 11, 6,000 to 11, 90 to 270, 70 to 230. These two we might be able, this is a Mark 16, so these two are pretty much identical. So if we can stage them at the same time, we will complete those two. Test the R2 at launch site. So do we have a decoupler now? We do. We can put that on there. And the R10 bumper we could show underneath there. We can remove all fuel so it doesn't do anything. Separate this just to, actually we won't, we'll leave it. Okay, but we want to do 6,000 to 11,000. That's the height we want to aim for. So we're trying to do 3 in one go here. Not doing that one. Not doing that one. Right. Okay, now when I was playing off stream trying to get myself used to it all again, I did do some note taking on the basic setup with the flea and the wing and the whatnot, and to achieve an altitude of 6 to 11. Now because we're going to have a little bit more weight, $11,840. So So maybe we want to aim for 8. So it's 84 on this. So 84. Okay, let's launch. I think everything's okay on this. I don't do checklists. I'm always told in the past by regular viewers, where's your checklist for any game I play? And I just don't do them, but I feel like I should be doing a checklist. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Oh no. Recover the vessel. I forgot to change it back. That's probably lost me a bit of money. Lose me a bit of money. Let me just have a look at mission control. No, they're all these damn things. Okay. I get so nervous when I play this game. I actually treat my little Kerbals as real people, like, and I just don't want to kill them. Right. Launch pad, thank you very much. That's where we want to be, on the launch pad, not at the other. Right, so our little contracts up here. This one we should just be able to complete straight away. First stage. Done. Right. So here we're aiming for 8,000 roughly. We want to be traveling no less than 90 between 6 to 11,000 meters, so I can deploy the parachutes and yeah. And again, I forgot to rotate. Turn this on and off we go. Okay, we want to so we want to be getting above 6,000. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it above 6,000, I don't think. I've not done enough. I think if I'd gone straight up, it would have made it. Hey, Mikiro, how you doing, mate? Oh, shit. I remember to do that. Yeah, I needed a break again after a while. I don't know how consistent I'm going to be, but we'll see. We'll see. I think the fact that my main computer and everything, my streaming computer, is all downstairs now, it sort of doesn't help. So if things get busy at home, I don't have a room I can sneak off to stream from. Hopefully I might rethink it in the future, but at the moment I've got no choice. Very limited. No, I didn't remember to take any science from that. I don't know if it... Oh, it didn't do it, did it? They're all okay. Charlie's unfortunately decided to drop out of school, which I'm not entirely happy about, but what can I do? I can't force him to go. I don't know if I can get anything from all of this. No, I didn't get anything from that. And recover. Unfortunately, we didn't make any money. Well, we made a little bit of money, but we didn't make as much as I wanted off that mission. Okay. So let's recover that. That will get us some money back. Back into vehicle assembly. Here, take this off. Okay. These mystery goo containers and all that must add quite a bit of weight. What I didn't look at was the delta V needed to actually reach the altitude that I wanted. That's where I probably went wrong there. $440 will take me to 8,000. 500 will take me to 840. I don't want to really go any higher than 11,840. So it should have been 84, should have been enough, but it didn't work out that way. I wonder if that's because I tilted the rocket. 98. Okay, we'll try 98. This time I won't tilt the rocket. And the object of this isn't actually science, it's to get money. Okay. Let's try that again. Sue and Jade are okay. They're with each other at the moment. Doing something. Don't know what. So let's try that again. So we want to get above 60 No lower than 90. We'll just go straight up this time. Above 6, no lower than 90. Is it still not going to work? These mystery goo containers must be putting a lot of drag on. It's not going to work. How is that not working? Oh my god. I think it's the mystery goo containers and the equipment I've put on board. It's adding drag. Oh, it's another wasted money trip. Keep board anyway. No science from that. No science from that. I'll take these off, and you'll see the difference. I think it must be the drag from the equipment. I think that's the problem. There used to be a bug in Kerbal Space Program that if you were in time warp when you came down on a parachute and hit the ground, that your ship would explode. So I don't know if they've ever fixed that bug, but crew report from launch pad. No, I thought there might have been like from the crawlway, but I think that's the crawlway there, isn't it? Right, okay, recover. A little bit of science. Okay. What's the ground gone all splotchy for? Okay. Let's remove these containers. See if it makes a difference. I think it will. It could also be the parachutes. They could be adding quite a bit of weight. But see, that's shot up again. It does it again. Watch it go too high now. Getting that window right. It seemed just... We're probably going to do it. Need green, 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 green all along the way. There we go. Mission complete. It was the drag of the mystery goo containers. can't believe we were given orbit missions straight before we even left the atmosphere. Like shadows from trees or something. All blotchy. Right, let's come down. They really slowed them down quickly. If we can EVA. Oops. Nah, we can go over here and plant a flag. I don't know if that does anything, planting a flag, but there we go. We planted a flag. For United Kerbal Space Agency. Should get a motto for them. Let's have a look. Per aspera ad Kerbal, through hardship to Kerbal. Safety is secondary, progress is mandatory. Okay, recover vessel. Let's go. I have to recover the vessel itself manually now because I've left it behind. Hey Max, how you doing? I haven't played this in a we didn't get an extra science, so that was flag. Recover. We don't want to leave that there. And recover. Next. No, I'm not in real life in a spacesuit. That is a metahuman from Unreal Engine wearing a spacesuit with my face plastered on it. Okay, but I thought I'd had a bit of flair to the stream. Do. Total reputation 177. So I think I should be able to update the. I keep going on it instead of actually just right clicking it. It's been a while since I've played this game, so I'm very, very rusty. Upgrade 150,000. It leaves us 13,000. Bang. There we go. We're already at... We haven't even left the atmosphere yet, and we're already at level 2 tracking station. Level 2 mission control. Level 2 astronaut complex. Go research and development. We've got 57. Do advanced rocketry next. There we go. Okay, so let's check the mission controls. Again, I don't want any of these. In flight. Okay, that's one that's splashed down, so let's take that one. That's a landed, so we'll take that one. Let's also splash down, so we'll take that one, and another splash down, so we'll take that one as well. We'll just leave these for now. And we'll have a look at those. Alright. So, test heat shield. To perform the test, use the run test option in the part's contents and when all test conditions are met. Okay. Which is a 625 meter heat shield. Heat shields. How big is it? Oh, that's quite small. Put that on top. Put the parachute on top of that. I know it doesn't really work, but it's only when we splash down. Okay. And we want to test a 1.25 meter heat shield also while splash down. I think we can still get to it even though it's got the shroud. Alright. The Terrier engine while landed. So the TD25 decoupler. Which, with one of the mods, we've got it so that it actually matches the not sure I actually like that mod, Rick, just to do that. I mean, I can disable it, but it does seem... So that also is while splashed down. Okay. What was the other one? Test the LV909 Terrier liquid fuel engine while landed. Well, it'll probably be Kerbal, but I haven't even got out of atmosphere yet. Where's the Terrier? Where is the Terrier engine? There it is. Right. So I want another decoupler. We want to right. Now let's have a look at some science. What science we've got? Well, the Science Junior. Oh. Right, we won't worry about the Science Junior. Okay, so let's go to the launch pad. So let's just do, I'm going to do test that, remove that. That's not right. We don't want this staged. Don't want this staged at all, actually. Okay. All right. Yep. Let's go. Let's launch. I'm not too worried about the science at the moment. It's just about getting some money together to upgrade the facilities. That's so contract 1 Terrier, we should just complete that with our first stage. There we go, that's done. Second stage, decouple. Take off and just want to splash down. Want to make sure that we've actually got a bit of altitude on the parachute. Comes down quick as well. So we're just looking at to complete this, and this. I think it's all run tests, is it? Run test. Run test. Oh, activate the part. Just want to activate it. While splashed down. Ooh. Okay. So, I don't know if I can get it. Heat shield run test completed. Heat shield run test completed. And decoupler. Let's just hope we don't there we go, done. So I managed to do 4 contracts in one there. And we can recover vessel. No signs. Recover here. And recover over here. 91,000. Is that all we got? 91,000. Oh! Is that enough? It's enough to upgrade that. So we can do that. Administration building, 150,000. Right. And with that, I'm just going to take a little break. I will be back shortly. See you in a moment. Okay, well, had my little first bit of feedback on my little metahuman avatar there. Looks freaky. It looks like my eyes are about to pop out of my head. Don't know how that is, but anyway. Oh boy. Well then, right, okay, so let's just check some missions, mission control. So we've got one at launch site, we'll take that. And we've got one which is in flight, so we'll take that. And we've got another one which is at launch site. We'll take that. And another one at launch site. We'll take that. Okay. These are just simple, quick, simple ones that we don't have to go anywhere. We can just do them all here. Probably won't have to do anything this time round. Let's have a look. What do we have to do? Launch site. To perform this, to activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. Terrier. T606 stack separator. T606 stack. Is that the little one? Okay, that can go on top. That is activate the part, so that is staging. Okay. That is that one. Next, radial decoupler at launch site. TTT38. I will put that there for now. And that is staging sequence. Yep, okay. This is also staging sequence. Swivel liquid. The Terrier liquid fuel engine at launch site. Was that the first one? So no, the Viking orbital engine. Viking orbital. Oh, that is small. I don't know if I actually want to do that. Let's move this to the side, because if I test this, that's going to fire off. So I probably don't want to do that. If I can. Alright. The Terrier liquid engine again. That's that little thing. Put that there. That's that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can just... Might have to put a little fuel tank there. Empty it, we don't want anything in it. I'll sort of give us something to attach this to as well. Make sure that we turn everything down. Actually doing anything. Put everything in here. Right. And go to our launch site. It should be 4 contracts in one staging, all done. That's the plan. That could be a problem. Where's that facing? Might cause some damage. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let's go. Contracts up. Test. Shit, might have caused something. Oh! What was that? 1, 2, 3. I thought there was 4 things that we had to do. Okay. Recover the vessel. I thought there were 4 things. Contracts. That one was flying, orbiting. Well, maybe we did do 4. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. And off we go again. Mission control. We've got another one to test at launch site. Now this while landed. And got flight. That's 7, okay. So with this one again, we can do the open let's load. But we don't need the canisters, take them off. Parachutes, utilities 0625. I mean, we've already tested them, so I'm not sure why they're asking us to test it again. Activate it during the thing, and then we're looking at 4 to 11 again. So we need a decoupler. And the test the activate the part through the staging sequence. So that's the, what is it again? The Terrier again. Only 909 while landed. Okay. The skipper. Okay, it's quite a big one, but again, this mod that I've got shrinks it down to size. Can you deactivate that? You turn 40 down to. Turn this down to 0. Turn this one down to 0 as well, because we don't want to actually shoot ourselves up. So. Okay, so it's 2 engine tests. We've got no fuel, and then we want a parachute test. We don't want to be going any higher than 11. Just check my little notes. Okay. Just rotate it. Nope, wrong one. Rotate. There we go. And launch. Again, this should complete a couple of contracts for us. Just check the staging. Bang, bang, bang. So, contract we want. We're looking at this contract here. Test. That's done. Okay. That didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Right, but we should stage if we meet these two. 4 to 11, there we go. Complete. Wonderful. Woo, 3 contracts in one flight again. Still not sure why we got these ones so quickly. Let's speed it up a little bit now. Bring this back down. We did lose a bit of stability on takeoff. Oh, we only put one parachute on. Oh, forgot to turn time warp off then. We didn't explode, so that's all right. Recover vessel. $117. Cover. Wonderful. All right. 118. What have we got? Another test. Why do we keep getting these same ones? Oh, 2 to 7. That's a bit lower. It's all about the money. 28 to 35. Conduct. No, we don't want that one. 3 to 10. That one's quite low. We might be able to do those two in the same. That's 32,000. 28 to 35. And there's another landed. Okay. The contract then is the Mark II radial mount parachute. Utilities, utility. Mark II radial. Not going to need the top one. We're looking at 3 to 10,000. 2 to... No, actually, we're looking at 3 to 7,000. No higher than 7. Oh, test the Mark 16 parachute. Fucking hell, man. I think we've tested it. Right, so that's those two in one go. And then we've got the testy REL-10 pool liquid fuel engine landed at Kerbal. For the staging, so that's the liquid fuel engine landed at Kerbal. Right, this has the L10 poodle. That is a big one. It's going to shrink down to size. Yeah, I'll just shove that there. Do it all in one go. I want to bring the fuel all the way down. Just check my notes. We don't want to go any higher than 7,000. Delta V of 513. Take us up to 8. We're at 248. We could probably... $362, what's that one? 362, 56, 70 to be sure. Think we can do. Okay. Again. Launch. So again, we're aiming to do 3 contracts in one go. That's this one, and this one. Okay, so we're looking for green, 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 green. Next stage. Okay, let's go. Get above 3,000. There we go. And 2, 3 completed. Why is it not speeding up? Strange. I'm not getting it's not letting me speed up the time warp for some reason. So, well, okay, I guess we're just going to have to come down slowly. That's a bit weird. Oh, I don't think I had this turned on when we took off. That's strange. Won't let me increase time warp. I haven't set up any action groups. I'd forgotten about that. Toggle light, toggle gear action, toggle brakes. I don't remember how to set up action groups. I should really do it since I'm doing no revert. In case something goes wrong, I'll need to eject Jebediah to safety. And there we go. And recover. Must be running out of contracts that we can do at this stage. There we go. We've got a little bit of science going up for some reason, but there we go. We're up to 193. We need to recover this. And can't do that, but I think it was what? Administration building. Upgrade to 150. There we go. And that allows me to get this. Does it not? Oh no, I need 76,000 just to get that. Ugh, God, right. Money. This was the assembly building, 225. Okay. Here we go, another one landed. I know these are all boring missions, but it's just to get some money. Another one at launch site. A little basic jet engine at launch site. I don't know if it'll allow me to do it, but we'll see. That's it. The 3 contracts, so we can do all at launch site. We don't have to lift off the ground. Although, we might be able to lift off the ground because we do have more than... we're not restricted to just doing this. So let's have a look. Contracts. I don't know if the Juno appears in here. Switch editor, or is it in under aerodynamic? No. Oh, it was there. Hold on. I just didn't see it. Right. So we need to test that at launch site, and we do that by staging. Okay. The liquid fuel Mark 55 FUD. And that's one of those. So we test that while landed by staging it. The Poodle liquid fuel engine landed. That was the big one, which we've already done that. And this one was stack separating flight over Kerbal. 16 to 23,000. Alright, which one is it? The T606 stack separator. That was the little one, isn't it? Little tiny one. Activate the part. So that's 16 to 23. Okay. And we needed to get to 16,000. And we can do that if we pump that up to the max. It's aerodynamic, put a little cone on top. No. And parachutes, parachutes, parachutes. Not sure we'll get the required velocity though on that. Where's the lowest? 16's the lowest. 686. The maximum I'm going to get with this FUD is 660. I'm not going to do it with this. Right, okay. Let's do our first unique design. Connecting. Oh, so they're actually connecting to that. I mean, it's acting like it is. A little fuel tank. If this will work. Right. So let's have a look. What we've got? 2 FUD liquid engines. Total ISP is Delta V 645. Actually want them to fire. So I'm going to bring that down. I do want these two to go. I better play it safe. I better put a decoupler just in case. Right, so let's okay. Okay, so we got the no. that's not right. So we've got the 2 test engines while landed. That will then be while landed, I'm assuming. Hopefully. This is crazy. This is definitely going to be one of those oh shit moments. Oh well, Jebediah, I hope you've had a good life. So we just put some fins on it. Okay, I don't know how this is going to work. Right, okay. Let's launch. This is going to be madness. This is madness. I am sorry, Jebediah, if I kill you. This is madness. I'm already not happy with the orientation. Oh. Okay, so SAS on. Make sure thrust limiter 0. Contracts up. Shut down engine. So that's done, that's done, that's done. Next is FUD. Nope, FUD didn't work. Well, we managed to complete a few of them, but not all of them. I think I separated the FUDs before I could actually take off. Yeah, I got the staging wrong on that one. Still, everything should be okay. Just check these parachutes. That's unacceptable. Why can I not warp anymore? It's a shame. I mean, we tested them, but I was hoping to get this one done as well, but oh well. Not a complete 75% successful mission. No deaths. Old Jebediah survived. To somehow turn time warp off. I wonder if it bugged out when it hit the ground and time warp was still on. Maybe I did something. I don't know what these different ones are. Wonderful. Okay. Recover vessel. $65,000 in the bank. A little bit more there. 67. Probably best that it didn't work, because we probably would have messed that up completely. And we've got more. This one. I have to stop doing these soon. Actually move forward. We've got our first orbiting the Mun. We haven't even reached the Mun yet. We haven't even left the atmosphere yet, and it's already given us that. Got room for 2 more. 44 to 51. $28,035. Was it activate part 3 staying when all test conditions are met? It's only worth 36. All right. Let's escape the atmosphere. Let's take it, and let's take the orbit Kerbal one. We'll actually move on. We have done quite a bit. We've got 104,000. do any more. So we want to escape the atmosphere. I am curious to know how that would have gone if I'd staged it properly, though. What did I do? Mess up on the staging? Let's do it. Why is it so big? Right, so that should be on its own. Oh, actually, no, I needed that. Was the TO6, wasn't it? In flight, so that's the one we needed, and that's why I had those parachutes. What's the thing that, while landed, tests the heat shield? Run test. Okay. Let's just see what happens. Heat shield. I'm going to run test on the heat shield. Run test. Done. Okay. We're at 16 to 23,000, and then we want to test the T606 stack separator. I want to test that if we hit the required altitude. Alright, let's see how we get on. Nothing happened. Have I got the wrong fuel for these? Is that the problem? Oxidizer. Oxidizer deprived. It's... Alright, recover. Something's not right. Is it because it's on the... Do I have to attach hoses? What else we got? In flight, in flight. Control in flight. Is that the reason? Is it because I've got it on couplers? Wait. Is it because there's no fuel attached to them? Engines. Needs liquid fuel and oxidizer, and this is those liquid fuel and oxidizer. Right, okay, well, is it because it's on these separators, so therefore there's no fuel lines? See, I don't remember if there are... I know there are fuel lines, but I don't remember how they work. I don't see any fuel lines. I haven't unlocked fuel lines yet. Maybe I can't have them on the couplers. Maybe that's what I'm forgetting. So if we take this off here and get rid of the couplers, I'm sure that's not how it works, but I don't need this anymore. Okay. Let's try. Could it be because it's sitting on the engines? Maximum throttle. There we go. Right, 16 to 23. Whereas to... I don't know if we're going to get there in time before this drops. We didn't get there in time. It was a good effort, but we didn't get there in time. Still going up though. It's the sound of us breaking the sound barrier. A lot higher. Maybe we'll hit that speed on the way back down. A lot higher than I thought. Oh boy, we're at upper atmosphere now. Crew report. Keep that. Let's do an EVA. Hopefully you won't. Are we falling? She's got a parachute. You'll be fine. EVA report. Well, how about 16 to 23? Want to be 690 to 990. I don't think we're going to do it. I think we're going to slow down too much. No. Not going to do it. Well, that was a mistake. Coming down too quickly. Oh, Jebediah, you might be in trouble, mate. No. I think you're fine, mate. Oh! Oh! I got time warp back now. Sorry, mate. Nearly killed you. You survived. You're all right. It was close. Nearly pulled it off. Very close. Well, we've got more science, so we can get the next one. They're all in flights. Right. I really want to try that one again. I really think we can get it. I think if we maybe add an extra fuel here. Or that's a lot of I'm gonna, just to play it safe, I'm gonna have this open at 2,500 just in case I have to evacuate Jebediah and use him to parachute down. He's got a parachute, has he? I think he has. Alright, let's try that one more time. And I'm gonna I'm gonna only put the engines up to 2/3 as well. Okay, let's try it. We've got the speed. We've achieved it. Well done. We got it then. We're not going to be breaking atmosphere though. Parachutes. I think we'll be okay. Right, 2,500. Let's just be safe. Not leaving orbit. Oh, atmosphere, so we'd have to go another 11,000 meters before we did that. There's no way we're doing that. Tell you what though, I mean, that could get us to the atmosphere. But I think we should leave atmosphere and get into orbit in one go. It's a long way up though. We'll try and speed this up a little bit. Not slowing down. Slow down, come on. There we go, slowed. Woo! We could be a little less safety conscious with those parachutes. Right, next mission we're going to try and do the orbit. Let's see how we get on. Other vessel. That's 167. Okay. 225. Still can't upgrade that. Right. let's have a look how we can do this. Our first orbital aircraft, spaceship. $16. Got him. Right. So Terrier. Need something as big as that. So we lose the Terrier. It's a swivel. I've played this game before in the past, a few years ago, but it's been a while since I played it, and trying to remember everything. Right. I'm just trying to remember all the different engines and what they do. What the thumpers. Maybe we could do it without the thumpers. Restore a light. It's been a long time. I think I've messed that up. Hang on. I'm only trying to get into orbit. How is that still not enough? It's 4,400, isn't it, to get into... $3,000. $3,400. It's close. Just not enough. This should be the simplest thing. All right. Should add I'm using the right engineer. Sure, it was a terrier, but should be using it's enough to get me into orbit, but is it enough to keep me there? It's the best engine I've got at sea level. $240, $215. Okay, well, we'll just have to give it a go. I haven't put any science on it, but let's just go. It's probably going to be the last mission of the day anyway. Approaching 3 hours, aren't we? Two hours 51. Okay. All right, SAS on. Seem to have any control on direction. Oh, I'm not going to get into orbit. I've got no control. I've forgotten something. I'm not able to get any sort of gravity turn going. Absolutely messed that up. Well, at least we've left the atmosphere. We'll be lucky to get into orbit though. Do a crew report while we're here. Quick EVA. Oh, shit. I got distracted. Actually pull this off. I might have done it with fuel to spare. Or maybe not. What happened there? Why? We've got more fuel. Why have we... Oh, okay. Is that a mod thing? Well, I mean, that was a bit weird. We seem to have a lot more Delta V than I was initially told at launch. I don't know where we are in regards to sort of wish I'd put science on there now, but anyway, we've achieved orbit. It's the atmosphere. Don't have any stability assist nodules like retrograde markers. And what did we have to unlock to get those? So we're at 110. We'll get a circular going. Get that battery. I don't know where we are. Where were we? I don't know like what biome we're above. Or is it worth doing another EVA on the dark side of the... So I don't even know if we're over landmass. Don't know. There was a way to tell me where we are. Urban shores. Okay, speed it up a little bit. Guess this next maneuver. I feel like I've missed something. Oh, what the heck happened there? Oh, I don't know. I know this is clearly a mod that's been added in the mods that I've added, but I'm assuming that's going to be the splashdown point there. Bring this thrust down to 30%. Just give us a bit more time. See how that goes. Speed this up a little bit. Have a heat shield. I shouldn't need a heat shield. I don't have one. I shouldn't need one. Okay. Still got so much fuel. Should jettison this. Should be okay. just worried about losing control. I was expecting the ability to control more, the retrograde and that here. I don't know why we haven't got that. I feel maybe it's something I haven't updated. Is it tracking state? I don't know. It would be nice to actually get through this stream without killing him for the first time. I think in every other stream I've ever done of Kerbal Space Program, I've killed Jebediah on day one. So it would be nice if I could get through and see him home to his family. I just don't know why I don't have the automated. Right, let's move it up, time warp it up a little bit. I don't want to do it too much because I always have to then adjust, and it's like battery is draining. I'm gonna be careful of the battery. Do it. You can survive. You have it inside of you to survive. Right, 10 kilometers to go before we hit the atmosphere. Fine, we shouldn't need a heat shield, right? I hope we don't. We're gonna about find out. If I kill you, Jebediah, I am so sorry. And here we go. Not started slowing down yet. Oh God, it's a bit nerve-wracking. First time we actually put him outside the atmosphere, put him into orbit at the same time, and now realizing I haven't got a heat shield. And that he could explode as a result. But I'm pretty certain we're okay. I'm pretty certain we don't need a heat shield at this point. It's only like if we're coming back from the Mun or something like that that we need a heat shield. I hope so. I hope I'm right, Jebediah. If not, I'm sorry. Keep it exactly in that retrograde. It hasn't hit the thick part of the atmosphere yet. Oh, that is bright. Oh, here we go. Oh, that is bright. I'm not getting any heat warnings yet. We are slowing down. Oh, here we go. First warning. I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Cooling down. Everything's cool. So surviving re-entry. Now we just have to survive landing. Oh, we're not going to land where I was hoping we would land. But so much for that. It's not good. That is not good. I don't know how above ground we're going to be. Increase this to 2,000. I thought we would be armed a parachute, don't want to forget that. I thought we would have gotten past the coast, but I guess I got that calculation wrong. Since we're over the water. Actually thought we'd be landing the other side of the... Over 1,000 above, so we can safely lower this down a little bit now. Oh, too late, it's already opened. Okay. No idea where we are. The wrong side of where I thought would be. Electric charge, 12. Lightning and thunder's new. Can't remember which mod it is that added that. I think it might be volumetric clouding. Nice. Ooh, adds a bit of atmosphere anyway. Lights up the night sky. I suppose I could have time warped down, but I'm just enjoying the atmosphere. Splashdown! We have safely returned old Jebediah. So to recover this vessel. Thank you very much. $122 sites in total. Imagine how much more we could have had. All right. And our funds have shot up. So that's good. So what is it that... that was limiting my ability to what was it? Basic action groups, maybe? Everything else is upgraded. I don't need that. That was not gonna... Right. Okay. We can get that now. We can get that. Wonderful. Day one. And I mean, the next slide is all, these are all 90 to unlock the next bit of science. But I wonder if it was because I didn't have flight control researched. Don't know. I'll have to look into that. But I think for now, we'll call it a day. I'll just have a quick look at mission control. See what there is. Suborbital flight. Landed. I mean, there's that one we can do. We're going to put that in there for next time because that's landed. Just anything that's landed, it's just good to get a little injection of money without having to spend anything. Let's explore Kerbal. Oh. Docking. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit. Oh, we might as well just put that in the contracts for later, and then we'll have a look at what's available next time. We'll pick and choose. But for me, I'm going to call it a day, so thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll try and get back on, if not tomorrow, it'll be on Wednesday. Probably I'm looking at the moment maybe Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays for definite. Tuesdays and Thursdays are a bit of a depends what's happening with everyone else in the household. But anyway, that's episode 1 done in the can. So thank you for watching, everyone, and I will catch you next time, hopefully. Until then, have a good one, and bye for now. Bye bye.